Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this session we're going to discuss about authentication and authorization. So when we talk about authentication, basically it is nothing but proving who you are. For example, let's say you are a user. Just going to create a diagram. So when for example, when a user tries to log in, it will ask for the username and password. So that is called uh, authentication. In this case, Azure Active Directory will verify the login credentials, and once the access is provided, right, what this person is going to do is called authorization. Okay, so for example, this person may be a application developer, right, who has access to some resources for create, add, delete. So once the authentication is provided, and what he is going to do, it's called authorization. Okay, so simplistic way, that is the way, if you go by the definition. And for example, when you log in into your portal.microsoft.com, so when you are logged in, usually it will be a default directory which will look like this. uh, so for example, here you can see what is the directory you are logged in, and what is the tenant ID, which mostly in few of the application development you may require this tenant IDs. And what is the primary domain is nothing but on which the user is hosted. And what are the different some quick actions that we can do. And also in the left hand side you can see there are different actions you can do, like a user, you can create users groups, you can manage administrative units, you can add roles and responsibilities, you can register. There's so many actions, like Azure AD Connect, which you can bring in your on-prem users to Azure, so on and so forth. Okay, so in this, if you see, there are my tenant, and there is an option. I am a part of global admin, which I have the complete full access. So you can actually create and manage the tenants. Here if you see, this default directory which I am logged in is belongs to tenant type as Azure Active Directory. You can actually go ahead and create tenants. So when you try to create different tenants, it will ask you for like what kind of a tenant type, like it's a Azure Active Directory or Azure Active Directory business to client, based on your customer, or in which tenant you are trying to authenticate or configure the tenants. So this is on a separate topic that we will discuss separately, but uh, if you want to create a different tenants for different countries like this, you can go ahead and create like this. It has very basic information, like what is the domain, what is the organization name, and what kind of tenant type it has. Okay, okay, that is one thing. And a second thing is about, you go back to Azure Active Directory. There are options to create users and groups. uh, so for example, in my case, I have added a demo user who is a member, who is a member. For example, if I want to look at the details of this particular user who is having what kind of role, you can see what department, and we can also there are a few options to reset and revoke sessions and delete the profiles. And you can also see where the user has signed in, and what are the audit logs associated with this user. If there is any authentication issues, we can quickly look at here. Yeah, there are many options to change this. And if even if you want to, let's say, manage the groups, you can go ahead and create a new groups. So basically, with respect to Azure Active Directory, there are like two different groups you can create. Security group is nothing but the Azure Active Directory groups. You can just give my custom group. So once it is done, you can just go ahead and create a new group. And here, once the group is created, you can go ahead and add roles. Membership, sorry for this. Can add membership like this to any of the available roles. Similarly, if I want to go back and add this user to a group, I can just add it like this. Select. So now if I go back and check for user, he belongs to this membership type, my custom group. This is how you can add membership to the groups. And similarly, you can add, for example, can add a role. Currently the role as application developer role is assigned. Similarly, you can add various roles to users. Yeah, that is about identity and governance in Azure Active Directory. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Thank you.